All right. So welcome to this live session here with your host, Radio FX. So as we do every weekdays, we're looking at the market here in regards to the indices and the Forex market. So we look at US 30, S&P 500, and NASDAQ. And we look at Euro USD, GBP USD, and Euro GBP. Or any others that you want me to look at, we'll be able to do so. So let's get on to it here. Just share my screen, so it should be shared right now. Perfect. So this morning we had the course. We had the PMI, PPI. Sorry, core PPI at 8:30. So let's see the results off of that. So I'm gonna refresh my Forex Factory. So make sure to have Forex Factory in your favorites, so that way you're able to look at the details of what's happening here. So forecast, the core PPI month to month, the forecast was 0.2%. Last month it was at 0.0%, and it's still at 0.0%. So negative news, so no growth on that. PPI month to month, we're expecting 0.1%, so it was still at minus 0.1%, so negative news. So overall negative news, and this morning here at London, we had the GDP month to month for the British pound. We're expecting 0.2%, but we had 0.3%, so that was positive news. So for the US, negative news. For the euro, the British pound, positive news. So let's see how the market is going to react. So yesterday we had some buy set up here on US 30. So we're selling here. I'm just going to double check the settings here to make sure that I have, yeah, perfect. Everything is open here. So US 30 didn't have any signals until the afternoon. So it was selling off here before the New York session break. So the New York session break here is between usually 11:30, 11:45 until 1. And then at 1, they're going to start to maybe do the opposite way and going wrong. So for the rest of the session here yesterday, it was going up. And before it was going up until London. And London crashed and then went back up here. All right. So S&P 500. Double check the settings again. Yep, perfect. So it did the same movement here. Crashed down after core PMI, and then went back up. Now it's going up here since 8:30. So after the news event, it pushed the market up. And same thing for NASDAQ. So NASDAQ, that was the news event, went back up, still pushing here. Now it's at TP1. All right. Now let's look at the Euro USD. So we had a buy signal here, but going down. Now it's going back up. So if you're still in that trade, it's still a valid trade. And GU, same thing. As a GU, oh no, that's the GBP. Sorry about that, guys. So let's pull up GBP USD. Don't mind the lines here, guys. So went back down, went back up. That means the US dollar is weaker than British pound. And finally, Euro GBP right here. So we had a few sell setups here. And this is where we at. Hey, Leon, hope you have a great day. And let me know if you had any questions here. And if you took any position here this week, I know that there was some news, so let me know. I didn't pull up the Discord yet to see what's up. Yeah, perfect. So then that. Perfect. So should be a chill session here. Not a lot of. Don't think we're gonna have any setups here that will be pulling up, but you never know. But overall, the markets are going up in regards to the indices and Forex pair that we're looking at, beside the Euro GBP that is giving us a sell signal here. But overall, market it should be going closing bullish here for today. So I did had the meeting here yesterday with my coder. So things are getting along here. In regards to the version that I'm testing, I will provide it to the members that has a version 5. So you should receive a notification here over the weekend for a newer version. So the newer version will have the switch green, switch red, and some optimal entries here. So you're still gonna have access to version 5. I'm just gonna give you access to another version, and you could compare the two and see exactly which one that you like. So I mean, Leon, I'll do the update here on the Discord over the weekend, like I said, and I will give you access to it by before Monday, before market open, basically Sunday afternoon for me. All right. So by tomorrow you should have that, and usually tomorrow on Friday, sorry, on Saturday, the COT should be updated in the Discord. So best time to do COT is over the weekend, always, guys. So you do the hard work over the weekend and you execute during the week. That's how you trade. No problem. Yeah. So if there's any update, I will let you know, guys. If there's new version, I will do the announcement here in the Discord, as always. So, and if you want to have access to the actual indicator, make sure to send me an email at tradeeffectsmanagement@gmail.com. So that's tradeeffectsmanagement@gmail.com. And you just have to fill out the form, and we'll see exactly if it's a good fit here in regards to what I'm offering here. And like I said, the access to that indicator will be limited to a few people. I don't want to have a big group. So it'll be like really a small group. So that way, uh, everyone will be able to ask their question, and I'll be able to answer them at a timely manner. And on top of that, I don't want to have everyone having the same type of indicator that I'm using. So basically, this is the way that I trade. So this is really priority details that I'm sharing you. The only way that you have access to it, if you don't have the funds to pay it, it will be to do the lives here on London and New York. Sorry. But in the group, we will do London session. That will be a private session here for members, and New York will still be posted on YouTube as always. All right. So this is the news updates here, and that's pretty much it. So yeah. So if you have any questions, just put it in the chat. Like I said, there's not a lot of movement here. All of the moves were being done here before, basically at the announcement of PPI and core PPI, PPI month to month and core PPI. So we saw negative news on PPI, but market is rallying up here in regards to indices. But for the Forex pairs, it makes sense because PPI was negative, so bullishness on Euro USD and GBP USD. Euro GBP is totally different because it's showing us a sell, but if we look at the big movers here for the week, I'm just going to go back on. Yeah, big movers here. Euro GBP, but Euro difference was bigger than GBP. But we're going to look at other pairs here since we're looking at other markets. So basically, it's going to be like a basically overview of what happened so far for the week in general. All right, so let's look at the odd. Look at odd USD. So odd USD should have been a good setup overall. I didn't look at it at all this week, so I'm looking at it the same time as you guys. So yes, we did had some good movement here, especially today. At 8:15, we had the buy set up here on odd. Let me double check the settings here for odd, because odd, the best time to trade odd would be those two. All right, so we have a buy set up here, and we had a buy set up here. And if I pull up, I'm just going to give you some update on the new version, the latest version that I'm gonna provide for you guys. Just gonna make sure that no, that's not the right one. Just gonna see here. 5.2. Yep, that's the one. So I'm just gonna change the time here. So that'll be 19 until 2. Boom. So as you could see, if we see the difference here between those two, so you had a buy here, but with the new filter mechanism here, it's not going to give you a buy, but you're going to see a SR. So SR means that it's switching from bullish, bearish to bullish, bullish to bearish. Sorry. So that means that you would have taken that movement here, and no, there's no TP or stop loss mechanism here, because this is basically giving you the indication of where the trend is going. Okay. So you have the option to take the trade by your own analysis here off of those setup, or you just have to wait for the signals here to come in and take the trade. All right. So that's the update. All right. So let's look at something else. I think we were looking at let's see here. JPY was supposed to be good. Yep, that's good. Just gonna make sure that I change. So yeah, yen. All right, so this is the setup. So we had a lot of sell signals here since yesterday and this morning, and all of them went to TP3. So if you have taken all of those sell setups here, you would be in profit with GGP JPY. All right. Let's look at another one. All right, so let's look at another one. So CAD. So AutoCAD, go back, we open this and close this. So this is the current version. Let me make sure that I have the right settings on that one. No, that's not the right one. That's 15. That was 13. G5 or 5. All right, so here and here. So old version, new version, boom. So even though you don't have the signals here to get in, you could you can even, like, let's say you only want to have the switches, but you want to keep using version 5. What you could do is you go on the newest version, that'll be 5.2. You uncheck everything here. Okay, so by doing that and making sure that this section here is open from midnight to midnight, what's going to happen is that you're going to have only the switches that will be there. Okay, so that means that if you open the version 5.5, and let's say we open, I'm just going to give you an example. We open this. As you could see, that you could wait until you have a switch. And I will give you some maybe some updated here on the settings, but you can use both at the same time. If you want to use version 5, or you remove version 5, you keep version 5.2. You open the sessions. If you want to trade like New York, London, and all that stuff, you open everything. Okay. So, but AutoCAD, I personally do not trade that, but depends exactly on what you like. So you trade whatever you want. But that's pretty much it here for the update. All right. That's pretty much it here. It's not gonna be a long live today, guys, because it's Friday. There's really nothing to look at. So just wanted to give you some updates in regards to the indicator and everything else. All right. right, guys. So who have if you have any questions, don't be shy. There's really nothing to share at this point, other than the update that I'm gonna push out in regards to the indicator. So that will be pretty much it. Okay, put this on. All right, so let's look at the H1 on that. All right, let's see. It's got German 30. The German 30. It was bearish here since yesterday morning. And then we had a SG, so that means it's switching green. So looking only for buys. And that's exactly what's happening here at this point. So if you, let's say you were in that buy on Wednesday at 10, if you have like a SG before the buy signal, that's a high probability trade. So pretty good to take the trade in that direction. Or you could take the trade off of the switches, like I said. So you could start trading it from here until the next SG that is here. So from here to here, that's a good setup. And this one hit TP3. That's off of the 1 hour. And if we go on the 15, so we had a few buys, few sells set up. So this one was really perfect yesterday. morning that hit TP3. So you have two S, one SR, two cells after the SR. So that's a good indication, and that was based off of the news here from New York. So the news that we had here for our core CPI, and since then going up. And as of here, you would have a confirmation that we're going long. And that's why we're getting those buy setups. The chop in it. Yeah, it was really choppy this week. So really normal because, as I told you, this is the first, basically the first official week of trading. So in regards to volume in the market, there's not a lot of volume this week. So it should start to pick up next week. And if we look at next week's, we still have some good setups overall, but the upcoming week should be way better. So let's look at next week's. So on Monday we have a bank holiday in the U.S. So remember that. So we have Martin Luther King Day. So there's a bank holiday on in the U.S. And we have WF meeting all day on the 15th. Then we have some news on Tuesday at New York. So the WF annual meetings are all week next week. Remember that. So we have core CPI for British pound on Wednesday. So there's a lot of news here. Unemployment claim on Thursday and Friday. Yeah, so should have some action next week. Should be good. Should be good. So just make sure to not trade news, right? But always look at the what they call the news before taking any position here in the market. And with the update that I did on the indicator, it should help you out in regards to where the market is ranging more or less. Okay, so like here was switching red, so that means that we're bearish. Then going long, it's bullish. So by doing that, you don't need to open the wrinkle bar. So you could remove the wrinkle bar from your chart because everything is calculated based off of these switches. So if I open the wrinkle bar, as you could see, this section was red, then this section was green, and then this section was starting to go red. That's why you have a SR right here, and you have a sell right away, right after. So you have two cells here off of this SR. So that way your chart will be cleaner, but you have the option to put the wrinkle bars on or off. but I think this way is much cleaner because there's not a lot of things on your chart. So as green, so that means that we're looking only for longs. And if you change the time of your chart, it will it will put the SRS and SG at the right place. Okay. So they may have some delay here on for the switches, but it's pretty normal because a wrinkle bar is calculated like each and every time. So it's going to give you a most likely reversal point in the market that will give you some buy and sell setups. All right. All right. So 10:07. So like I said, yeah, I'm not gonna stay long on the live. I think I'm gonna close it off like in about 5 to 10 minutes. So we're just gonna go back on the chart to see exactly what's happening right now. So US 30 nothing so far. SSP 500. We had a buy here at 8:45 right after news. Went to TP1. At this point, I would be out of that market here. Usually I close out if I trade Friday, and that's really rare. I would close out my trades here before noon Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so Nasdaq did the same, and ROUSD is pushing right now, so. And if we go on EURUSD on the new setup, let me pull up this and change to EURUSD. Still loading here. That's great. There you go. So if you're in that buy, you'll be out of that trade right here. Yeah, exactly. So basically, top you out, but now it's giving you another buy entry. So you have the option to get out, but if you have your analysis here that it's on point, you could get back on a lower price for that movement. Right now, it's pushing. So if we go into H1, so that's the H1. You see on the H1, we didn't have the switching green yet, but on the lower time frame we did. All right. So So I'll be closing it out in 5 minutes, guys. The reason of the live today was really to look at market, but I was pretty I was saying that there was really nothing to look at overall, but the main focus was to give you the update in regards to the meeting that I had yesterday for the indicator. So it's going along, and we'll be able to release the newest version here over the weekend, and I will notify you guys on Discord if you have access to Discord here, and so I'll add you to the new indicator. It will be the same settings as the version five. Um, the only difference will be the switch screen switch red. So I will give you the explanation on how to use it, and that will be pretty much it. And I would have to do the videos here over the weekend that was missing here on the Discord. So I'll take a note of that and do that over the weekend. So usually I do all of that on Saturdays, even COT. This is the best time to do it. Is really on Saturday, so that way Sunday you're ready to rack for another week. All right. So so we'll close it out right now, guys. So thank you so much for being on this live. It's a short one, but really a lot of information. Yeah, exactly. EMA 13 is really important to set up. So that's what you need to put on the settings. So really the same settings that you have right now will be the same settings on the newest version. Yeah. So thank you so much, Leon. So see you next week, and I'll send you the update on. I'll add you to the updated version over the weekend, like I said, and I'll notify you on Discord and on Telegram, telling you that it's done. Okay. So that being said, I wish you a wonderful weekend, and we'll be back to on Monday, same time, 9:30 a.m. We do have some U.S. news, new bank holiday here in the U.S. So we're only going to be looking at the Forex pairs because the stock market or indices will not be moving at all over Monday. Okay, that'll be on Tuesday. So have a great one. Peace.